Wait, so how did you come across free bud?
Yeah, free weed.
Honestly, my friend, for whatever reason, he bought some and he gave some to me.
Nice. Nice. The only time I've ever gotten free weed is if I was basically selling my dick for it. You know what I mean?
You've sold your dick for weed?
No. I'm just saying, like, I've definitely had sex at some point, and a woman's been like, "Here, take this weed with you."
For your
That's
journey.
hilarious.
I can remember a time I got free weed, but it might be today's dark secret.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
We need a dark secret.
Especially
we
for
need
this
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dark secret was last month, so I'm off the hook.
Yeah, you're off the hook this
Each
month.
one of us has to reveal a different dark secret.
Remember, that's a Patreon exclusive. You're paying for that. You're paying for a dark secret.
I love that that's a thing that we like for sure cornered ourselves into.
You need to make sure you list that on the Patreon.
Yeah, you're right. It should be listed on
That'd be hilarious. Yeah. One dark secret. This is what it comes with.
Yeah. 1 monthly episode, 1 streaming, watching a movie live with us, and one dark secret.
Speaking of that, this month, June 30th, which is a Friday, it's a Friday night for hopefully, or for most people who are Patreon subscribers. But yeah, so Friday night, June 30th, we want to do another for Patreon subscribers only. We're going to do a watch along again, but this time for Batman Returns.
Yeah. Yeah.
So mark your calendars.
PM.
Eastern Standard Times, which is
6
p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you're in New Zealand...
And I don't know what time that is in New Zealand.
You gotta figure that shit out.
And if you're somewhere in the middle, you're somewhere in the middle. I don't know.
Yeah, do the math.
Yeah, we only know East and West. We can't keep up with all the goddamn time zones, all right?
Yeah, we're not time zonologists.
Time Oh, God. That's great.
Time zonology.
Oh. But you know who is out of not even out of that.
I'm honestly really hyped to talk this.
Me too.
I'm intrigued to talk about it. I read all of it. Yeah, it was an intriguing book.
Honestly, it was wild. Was this
Wild.
80s or 90s?
This came out in 1987.
My birth year, baby.
Ooh. So this is an old comic, is what
Yeah.
Cody's saying.
Yes, that's right.
Hey. 36 this year, motherfucker.
Damn, what an old fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you, dude. I'm younger than you in spirit and body.
Yeah, right, Cody. Please.
You're starting to sound like Craven now.
Who, me or Cody?
No, Cody. Cody.
Yeah, exactly.
Body, power, and honor.
Well, in that case, we might as well just jump into it. Tell the people,
Yeah.
tell our loyal Patreon subscribers what they're listening today.
If they couldn't guess.
And that is Craven's Last Hunt.
Craven's Last
Craven's
Hunt.
Last
A
Hunt.
Spider-Man story, but definitely actually a Craven story.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
Like this felt comparable to reading like that Penguin story, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Craven's One Bad Day almost.
Yeah. For real. I mean, he finds out. Okay, so the plot of it, we might as well just jump in. Craven
hold
finds
on,
out
hold
he's
on, man. Whoa, wait.
whoa.
Whoa, this
is the Patreon episode. We don't just you got to play with the pussy before you get in there. That's what the P in Patreon stands for.
Playing with pussy.
Welcome to Comics and Chronic. This is your Patreon edition, so everything's just better. You're cooler. You're obviously good looking because you're here listening to us. It's me, Jacob H., Anthony Iannaccio, Cody Cannon, and today we're talking...
We them boys.
Yeah, we them boys. Today we are talking a Patreon-exclusive Kraven's Last Hunt published by Marvel Comics. If you don't know who Kraven is, he is one of Spider-Man's villains. I didn't even know his name until this comic was Kravinoff.
I didn't either. I thought he just was Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point. So when this comic came out, the comic's written by, I don't really know how to say the writer's last name, but it's J.M. DeMatteis or DeMatteis. I don't know how to say his last name.
How's it spelled?
Artist is DEMATTEIS.
Matthias.
I
only know because my nephew goes he goes to a school called St. Matthias. It's spelled like that.
This is what you're paying for, people.
That cough talk.
Sorry, guys.
It sounded like if you were in a movie or show and you had to get the line out, but you're like, the guy, it is. So you said DeMatteis?
Yeah, Matthias.
That would be the right way?
Be pronounced.
DeMatteis.
So
DeMatteis,
writer
yeah.
J.M. DeMatteis and artist Mike Zeck. So DeMatteis, he says that he was looking in the Marvel handbook when he was making a Spider-Man story in 1987 because he's like, he was making his own villain for the story. It wasn't originally supposed to be Kraven. He's looking through this thing and he's like, oh, Kraven's Russian. Has anyone done anything with the fact that Kraven's Russian? And no one really had. It's just kind of it was a fun fact about Kraven, but it never really played into his story. So this story is the first time we're really playing up that. So to the point about his name being Kravinoff, I guess that's a newer, they're really honing in on the fact that he's from Russia, and that plays into his whole background and why he's hunting Spider-Man. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I there were things I liked about it. Didn't like that Kraven was so incredibly anti-communist.
What do you mean? Does he specifically say that,
He just
or does he
constantly complains about the Leninists.
Well, he says his father was a Russian nobleman. So
yeah, his family was from extreme wealth.
Yeah, he comes from
And so
wealth, so he
they had
wasn't
to,
a communist
flee.
to begin with.
Yeah, so they had to flee.
Yeah, but once it starts to turn communist, they have to flee because otherwise they're going to eat the rich.
Yeah.
So fuck Kraven just for that.
No,
fuck Kraven. But honestly, what a badass villain. This is definitely my only other experience with Kraven really is I've read a couple comics where he wasn't this kind of a threat. And then in the 96 cartoon.
Yeah, I know him mostly from the cartoon for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of a goofy character. This story definitely makes him more serious.
He's
I've always found, and I do like him. Yeah, he's cool. I mean, he's by no means one of my favorite Spidey villains, for sure.
No.
But he's cool because, and I both liked it and kind of I don't know, questioned it during reading this book. But basically, okay, you're telling me that Kraven can go toe-to-toe with Black Suit Spider-Man?
Well, okay, so it's not Venom powers or anything like that.
Oh, it's just a suit?
Venom doesn't exist yet, so they didn't think about it. You get what I'm saying?
Oh. Wait, so time out. Hold on. I didn't even know any of this. So, wait.
Yeah, Venom comes out in the very end.
No,
of
I know,
the
but
80s
you're
or the
saying
early 90s.
the suit isn't symbiote? The black suit was made long before they ever had it come black because it's a symbiote?
So you know the origin of the black suit? Do you know where it comes from?
I mean, I guess not, no.
So there's Secret Wars, the original Secret Wars, and when they're on Battle World, Peter finds a machine, because he gets transported and he needs a Spider-Man costume. And he finds a machine, what's up, Kevin, by the way? He finds a machine that gives him the black suit, and we later find out that black suit is a symbiote. But again, it's the lore is only being formed, so I get what you're saying, but we don't know that
suit.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And another thing to note is that literally the issue right before this, chronologically, Peter and Mary Jane get married. So they're fresh newlyweds.
Yes.
Also, I do want to say, though, that later on, Craven at some point defeats Venom.
Yeah, he probably does. Yeah, Craven, they give him, first of all, I mean, well, what happens at the end of this, I don't know how Craven even comes back.
Because it's comic books.
Yeah, because
He blew his brains out with a shotgun.
With a rifle. Get it right.
Or rifle, sorry. You are correct. It
His
is a
hunting rifle.
which is almost worse
Yeah.
than a shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But to your point, Peter gets his ass kicked. The black suit doesn't give him a leg up in this
No,
one.
you're right.
Not only gets his ass
See, when I
kicked,
was
but-
reading it, I was like, oh, like what? Like,
But essentially left for dead.
Yeah, yeah.
but also like voodoo style, drugged up, buried alive. If you've ever seen the movie The Serpent and the Rainbow, which Ronnie Barnes and I talked about in our first episode,
Yeah, I remember that.
there was a lot of those vibes with what he did to Spider-Man as far as drugging him and digging him.
Well, also, and like
So that
his
was
own
cool.
experience where he drinks that fucking root elixir and then fights
Yeah.
the giant spider formed up of tons of tiny spiders.
Dude, he's just, and
Yeah,
he's, Craven's just like
eats
eating
them,
them.
yeah.
He's like, "Ah."
I am the spider.
And he's like, I have like,
Yeah.
he's like,
Craven's on some shit in
dude,
this
Craven
comic.
is like
he's-
doing pretty much like spider ayahuasca.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah, seriously. And it's giving him this like crazy hunting sense. And he's just like, oh, like, it's nuts. Like, he looks nuts in it. The art is pretty
Yeah.
like when his eyes are always like bulging and shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of panels with lightning in the back. And he's just like, ah.
It's crazy that he does all of this because he finds out that he's terminally ill.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, I missed
dying.
that. What?
Yeah, in the very first episode, he's like, I'm dying, but I have one more thing I have to do.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe I skipped that.
Yeah. Episode, I,
don't-
said.
episode.
Issue.
Issue. Really?
First.
I just thought he wanted to hunt again. I didn't know.
No, he was just basically like, I need honor before I die.
Yeah.
And, you know, because this isn't the first time that they've ran into each other.
No,
It's
yeah.
been a different version of Craven, obviously, not this insane, you know.
Well, he kept saying throughout the
psychedel-
comic, he's like, they said my mother was insane. That's the
Yeah.
last thing
Yes.
that said before he like kills him. Kurt Cobain's himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of like just the art in the comic, like I thought the art was amazing, and like the way it was also like like colored and the way the light always hit certain characters. It reminded me of the Killing Joke when I was talking about how there were like better colors of the original one. So the one we read is the OG one, right? Those colors look great. But I have the Epic collection, which has some issues before Craven's Last Hunt, and they recolored everything, and it looked really bad. Like what really makes this one of my favorite Spider-Man stories too is just the way the art is just really dramatic. It doesn't look like a regular comic book.
This is my first time reading Craven's Last Hunt.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay,
What?
yours too, Jake?
Yeah, I never read this. I never even heard of this book until I just read it.
Oh, I've read this before. Okay,
I've-
wow, I didn't know
I've
that.
never read
Oh,
it.
okay, that changes it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
This is cray-cray.
Yeah, I've read some Spider-Man for sure, but just not this one. I think most of my Spider-Man was like 90s and then again in like the late 2000s.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So then we're talking here quintessential Spider-Man story. I mean, when we talk about the classic Spider-Man stories, Craven's Last Hunt is up there. It's only 6 issues, so it's really easy to just read in an afternoon.
It's a really easy read. There's only a few things, and like most everything is relatively easy to pick up on. Like,
right.
it's not one of those stories that you really need, like, it would help to read more going into it, but it's not
Wait,
like.
what's the artist name again?
Mike Zeck. But here's what I would say, actually, having read right before it, all you need to know is Peter and MJ are married, but he says that at the very beginning. He's like, we just got married.
Yeah.
The black suit is just the black suit, you know. I guess there could be some confusion there, but I don't think it throws anything off too much. And then when Peter's buried alive and he's having his visions, Ned Leeds, aka the Hobgoblin, has died recently.
Yeah.
And he's really distraught about that because he kind of blames himself for it happening. But he's the fucking Hobgoblin. He was up to some crazy shit, you know?
See, I'm more familiar with Phil Urich Hobgoblin.
Oh, like the newer one. Yeah. There's this guy, and then the dude with the sword, another dude with the sword, Ben Kingsley. I was gonna say Ben Kingsley. Wow.
Dude, but Ben Kingsley as the Hobgoblin.
Ooh, yeah. That's what.
That'd
Now
be
you're cooking with gas.
sick.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He could actually play a really good Vulture. I could see him as the Vulture,
Yeah.
like bald Vulture, like old man
Classic
Vulture.
OG Vulture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatchamacallit? Vermin, that was the other dude in the comic.
Yeah, I
Vermin.
fucking hated that.
You hated him.
Fucking
I didn't
Vermin.
hate it. I mean, like I just hated Vermin. I was like, I want him to die.
Yeah, he was kind of annoying, but he
Yeah.
was like powerful. You know what I mean?
Powerful. Yeah.
He was
Kind of tragic.
eating people. Yeah, it was tragic as fuck. Eating people.
Eating people.
Love that.
Coming out of the sewers and
Yeah,
just being a
classic,
cannibal.
Big old New York City rat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he pops up when Carnage is taking over the city, and when Vermin like attacks you, he could infect you.
Ugh.
They don't do anything about it in this one. Like Peter gets slashed, Craven gets slashed, but I think usually if Vermin like slashes you, like you get
He also
sick,
bit
even if you're like
Spider-Man
a soup.
on the leg, and he's like, "Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he has-
Yeah, he really
Dude, I would hate that.
He has poison damage.
poison damage. Yeah, exactly.
Poison damage,
Cap.
yeah.
He talks about fighting Captain America and how he hates
Yeah,
him.
Flag Man or something. He kept saying.
Yeah.
Flag Man. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's a Captain America villain originally because he was created by Zemo.
Yeah, they kept saying
Oh,
that in
they
the
do
comments that
mention
Baron
that.
Zemo created him. I didn't know that. I didn't know any of this shit.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You will be Vermin. Do my bidding.
You know what I had some trouble with was the actual like reading of the book. Not like like it physically it repeated a lot. Like, okay, their thoughts
Symmetry.
sometimes
Craven talks
sometimes
about the
Spider-Man's
symmetry.
thoughts, especially in like the last two issues, were like really just I don't know, jarring on my mind to read because it didn't flow.
He was also kind of snapping.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, so I guess it was kind of like hard to read in that regard,
No,
not
I
because
get
of
it.
like story wide. Like, it was literally on the eye and the brain hard to read.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's definitely like, what's happening? This is happening. Like, fight.
Yeah, like
this.
he'll have
Vermin's
he'll
talking.
have a thought mid thought while fighting Vermin, and then that
Yeah.
thought will connect to the one before, like in the other panel, and it was just like, ah.
Yeah.
But I guess,
But I think that is on purpose. Again, like Craven's always talking about, he's changing the quote of that tiger burning bright, but he's saying spider burning bright, and the fearful symmetry, and
Symmetry.
I'm not gonna I can't pull it up right now, but not like the Killing Joke, but in a way it does have the beginning panels and the end panels are very similar. In the beginning, it's showing someone getting buried, and we find out at the end of the first issue it's Spider-Man getting buried alive. At the very end, in the last issue, we see someone getting buried, and at the end, we find out it was Craven getting buried.
Yeah.
And he's saying at both the beginning and the end, the fearful symmetry. We see a spider fighting a rat. All this, like, I don't want to call it deep because, like, the Killing Joke was one thing, and this is just
this ain't no
you know.
Killing Joke. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's not. It's not the Killing Joke. Exactly. No. I wouldn't say that it comes close, but not that doesn't take away from this. It's just
No, I
not the
agree.
Killing
I
Joke.
agree. I never even like made the Killing Joke. I would never made that thought.
Only because we talked about it the first Patreon episode, and
Oh shit!
I don't know. For Spider-Man, he's got this is like a classic, run
Story.
or storyline that you should
I've actually
read.
I knew how the storyline played out before I read the comic.
Mm.
I had heard vague whispers of the storyline.
Vague whispers. I love that phrase. Cody, you and your vague whispers. Like a fucking woods wizard.
But yeah,
Vague
but yeah, so I knew what was going to happen, but it was still really cool to actually watch. I'm also like Craven won, and I like that. This is very Hulk Ground Zero energy in the sense that Craven came out on top,
And he even says, he gives Spider-Man the line, he's like, I proved I'm your ... and it's like superior.
Yeah.
Like he's literally the superior Spider-Man. And he's just like, I'm better than you. I just had to prove it. Sorry. Like I just had to.
Damn. Fucking Craven. Dog.
Craven's such a hater, but he like, even Peter's confused. He's like, is he going to try to kill me? He's like, no, Spider-Man, my boy. I just had to prove like I was just better than you. We're all good now.
That's great.
Yeah.
Like that's like their resolution, before he kills himself.
Writes the confession and blows his brains out.
Yeah. Like Jake said, he Kurt Cobain's himself.
Yeah, dude, what a twist.
Yeah,
How
I
did I
didn't see
not?
that coming.
Yeah, it's crazy. Also, like, especially for like mainstream comics
Right. So Cody, does that automatically make me Craven?
in this comic.
because I'm the character. He's the character that kills himself.
I think you're. If anyone,
I think you're Spider-Man.
I would give you.
I gotta be Spider-Man. You were gonna give me Vermin. I hear
Cody
it
was
in your
gonna
voice,
give you
Cody.
Vermin.
I would never. Jake's Vermin.
I'm
sure.
Vermin.
Oh, Jake's Vermin.
No.
I was gonna give
Vermin's
Anthony.
an excellent fighter.
I was gonna
No,
give
fuck
Anthony
Vermin.
Joe Face.
Joe Face. Oh yeah, the dude at the beginning.
That guy.
Joe Face. What a name.
That's hilarious.
Joe Face.
Hey, Joe Face.
That is a cool scene though, where like the Spider-Man's not even sure if he really feels bad about the guy dying, and when he goes to check on him, he's like, "Oh yeah, I do. That's my problem."
And he just leaves a wad of cash.
Yeah, like that's why I love Spider-Man. He goes in there pissed off, and then he's like, "Fuck."
Also, it's weird that like Spider-Man is out here showing up to like gangsters' funerals. That's some real New York shit when you respect your adversary.
Yeah, but also it made it seem like, oh, maybe in the issues before it, like Joe Face is like some guy that he runs into. No, I was reading all the issues before. There's no Joe Face dude that popped up.
That's between him and Spider-Man. Only they know
Yeah,
each
he's a
other's
narc.
story. He is a narc.
Spider-Man
He literally
says
says,
it.
Oh, yeah, you're
he's
right,
a
yeah.
snitch. So, damn, wait,
Maybe
time
we see
out.
what
Hold
happens.
up.
Oh,
So Spider-Man says he's a snitch, and he pays his respects at his funeral. I don't. Does Spider-Man support snitching?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Whoa.
yeah, the snitching to him.
You guys would snitch to Spider-Man.
No.
To Spidey? Yeah, I would snitch to Spidey.
Anthony would.
I'm
would
not snitching to the cops. I'm snitching to
Snitching
Spider-Man.
is snitching.
Yes. You're snitching to the guy who also beats people up without a warrant
And wears
or
a
any
red and
probable
blue
cause.
suit like cops.
I think, wasn't it a long time ago that I said Anthony would be the snitch? Did I say
Oh, you
that?
did.
He told us that story when that kid
Yes,
took your video
I-
game or your toy.
My video games, yeah.
Yeah, we're like,
And this is still not my dark secret.
Oh, damn.
Should I reveal the dark secret? It connects to Cody.
Ooh.
Whoa, damn, dude, this
I've been holding this in for
this
years.
is a roller coaster of an
Whoa.
episode. I'm still blown away that like Spider-Man's a snitch and is down with snitches.
I mean,
He's got to protect the city.
Dude, you know who else protects the city? The Punisher. And I guarantee you he would kill a snitch.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you would. But Spider-Man?
But not before torturing them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, you heard the Punisher gave up being the Punisher in the comics now? He's like, I'm not the
I
Punisher.
don't understand.
That ain't gonna last.
Now he's just Frank.
I'm picturing like Danny DeVito from Sunny in Philadelphia as Frank Castle.
Just call me
I was
Frank.
picturing Frank Miller for some reason.
Frank Miller.
Shit, the long dark.
He's got a fedora and like a scarf, and he's just like, I'm the Punisher now. Yeah.
Should we release the dark secret while Jake's gone?
No, Jake needs to be here for the dark
Oh,
secret.
damn it.
Jake can't be gone. Oh, he's back already. We're
Yeah.
Cody wants the dark secret now.
My alarm was going off.
It's dark secret time. That means it's dark secret
Oh, yeah,
time.
that's true. That's the dark secret.
That means it's dark secret time. I don't have dark secret music though, so I don't
It's
know, so
okay.
It's just
Just-
dark secret time.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, let's go back to ACI. It's like 2011, right? 2011.
Yeah.
So I this is like my Charlie Bucket moment. It's the only time I ever did you wrong, Cody, and I'm sure I've made up for it since then, but I can't hold it in my soul anymore. So it was a Friday night, and Luca, who makes the Comics and Chronic intro, was having a party in his backyard, and we're at his party, and we're like, let's go get some weed. Right? Because we always want to get weed. And we drove to the guy. I think it was me, you. There was like, for some reason, this always happened. People just always packed in my car when they don't fit, and we
Sure.
drive to get weed or something.
Sure, I've done a few of those.
This
nights.
was like a recurring thing back in the day. And we just get it from the guy, but he's like, oh, I'm all out of bags. Right? And Cody's the one buying. He's like buying it for the whole party for some reason, or he's just buying a lot of weed. And it was like a branch of weed almost. It was a lot. Like it was just like a huge chunk. And he just kind of handed it to you and you're like, what do I do with this? can I put it in your trunk? I'm like, sure, let's put it in my trunk. So we put it in my trunk, and, you know, you took whatever for the party. And as the night went on, you know, like we're getting drunk and whatever, and I'm standing in my car, and I go to get it, and I'm with Jesse. You remember Jesse?
Yeah.
And I'm not blaming Jesse for this. He didn't tell me to do this. But, like, I opened the trunk, and I'm like, damn. So I just, like, took a nug off, and I'm like, Cody will never know. And then I closed.
Anthony's dark secret.
Damn, you stole weed from Cody?
I stole a nug of weed from you, Cody.
Oh, Anthony.
Literally a nug, you know. You didn't know, and you didn't know until this one time. But that was like my, you know, stealing the fizzy lifting drink. No one knew. No one actually got hurt. We all got high.
That is.
I've definitely lit you up after that out of sheer, like, you know, guilt for sure.
I love that this has been weighing on your soul for over a decade.
But see, that's a big one. Yeah, see,
That's a dark secret.
Because I don't like that I did that. Like, I feel like a piece of crap for doing that.
Oh,
and I feel
hey man, that's
really
a
I like
finder's
it.
fee, buddy.
No, that was a scumbag move.
A finder's fee.
You didn't say I could have it, so that's stealing.
It's so fine.
Yeah.
I would have never
hilarious.
known. Anthony.
I feel like you stole more than a nug, though.
No, I'm not. No, that's
it
what
was
I did. I grabbed the
definitely-
piece.
It was definitely had to have just been a nug.
You would have known if I stole more. I'm saying it was like a big visible chunk, and I was like, damn. It just, like I said, Charlie Bucket moment. But I you know,
That's
what's the
hilarious.
dude in Da Vinci Code? He
Oh,
like,
the albino guy that rips himself.
yeah, he just hits himself.
It's been Anthony all these years.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
that's hilarious.
Is that the only reason you've been so kind to me, Anthony?
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
All of
now I can
these
be fucking mean.
years?
Fuck you, Cody, you piece of shit.
Nice.
I have nothing else to hide. Jake, I've never wronged you, just so you know. Or did I?
Oh,
That's all I have to reveal this episode, though. So that's one dark secret.
damn, that's
Damn,
crazy.
that's a good dark secret.
That is a good dark secret.
Thank you.
Yeah.
An actual dark secret.
Yeah, an actual dark
Yeah.
secret. Cody's was that he likes musicals.
That's a dark secret, okay? Try going on a date and telling some girl that you really love guys and dolls. You know what I mean?
I think the right.
We're in a progressive world, Cody. Yeah.
I
that's right.
know. It was a dark secret maybe 10 years ago or something. We've aged out of it.
Hey, we never put what's it called? Statutes of limitations on our dark secrets. So
True.
Exactly. Yeah, it just has to be a dark secret.
It's like the Pesci scale. It evolves.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the Pesci scale. Oh, perfect, dude.
nice.
But fucking Craven, have you guys ever read Ultimate Spider-Man and any of it at all?
I read like the first few issues.
No.
Like the first volume is what I read.
Okay, so but you guys at least know that's like the take on that is Peter Parker's back in high school. It's just updated for like the 2000s.
It's like
and shit.
roided out Green Goblin, right?
Yeah,
Isn't he
and so
huge?
in this one, if I remember correctly, there's a storyline. It's like it's actually what I think they should do for the MCU if they really want to bring Craven in after his own movie, where Craven is hunting Peter while he's in school, but he's not sure who's Spider-Man. So I should correct that. He's hunting Spider-Man, but he's not sure who's Peter. So he's kind of like sniping off his friends and shit. And like he's actually hunting for someone, but it's like a reality show. Like people know Craven as like a wealthy like producer or something. I might be confusing that with J. Michael Straczynski's Craven, which is Craven's son or something. I don't know. What I'm saying is it's actually a really good storyline. It's not like Ultimate Spider-Man was just hands down a great read. I don't remember how many issues, but it's a long run. Brian Michael Bendis. And Craven in that is cool. It's just I like the idea of Craven actually hunting Peter throughout the city, right? Like I would love to see Tom Holland get like that. That would be a cool movie. Like
a sniper just blowing Ned's brains out while they're talking in that little diner or something.
Yeah, no, I could see it. No, Ned's gonna be the Hobgoblin. I know it. He's gonna be the Hobgoblin. But Spider-Man, I don't know, for the MCU going forward, obviously Craven it could be an option because he's having his solo movie. And I think Peter in the black suit is also something I want to see in the MCU. Whether or not he gets the Venom, I mean, it has to be Venom. That's something that we know is real. But in this, there's no Venom.
But also, Craven hunts Venom later on.
I don't know about that, so you have to tell us about that.
If I'm being honest, I don't know. I've just seen a lot of artwork
Oh, okay.
where Craven is standing over like snarl-toothed Venom. You know what I mean? Not
Snarl-toothed.
Well, I mean, in the more
Snaggle
recent
puss.
comics, there's been a time where he was like almost Deadpool-esque and had guns and shit.
Oh, Agent Venom.
Yeah.
That's where I've seen Craven hunt him. That's actually pretty cool because it's like Flash Thompson is Venom, and he's more of like a tactical Venom. So him versus Craven in the jungle is an interesting fight.
That's sick that he's a tactical. I've seen the costume. I know the white suit with the black,
Yeah,
arachnid.
it's really cool. It's just a cool take on Venom that,
Venom.
Agent Venom is just different.
Yeah. Is it any part of like the Thunderbolts or something?
At some point, for sure, yeah. He gets into it with like Ghost Rider and Red Hulk. There's a pretty cool storyline with Hell's shit going on.
I hope we see Ghost Rider soon in the MCU.
Dude,
Yeah,
Ghost Rider
would
is
be cool.
such a. When was he created? I feel like it has to be.
It's like a 70s thing.
Is it a 70s?
70s, yeah,
It's
I would
gotta be
say.
70s, I'd say.
He just seems so edgy for the 70s.
That's the
All
whole
right,
point.
let's take a bet
Ooh.
before I look it up. It's Price is Right rules. Whoever gets closest
I'm
without
gonna say,
going
I'm
over.
saying 72.
72 is the debut of Ghost Rider. Cody?
I'm going to go 76.
Ooh. Okay, I'll go 77 then.
Were you going to go 76?
Ghost Rider first appearance was in 72.
Oh, no
Jake
shit.
wins.
On the money. That's how I do,
Nice.
dog.
Wait, let's see if you could go one step further.
You already know
what
again.
month? What month?
September.
I'm saying July.
It's August.
Oh,
Right between us.
Wait, we're both.
Price is right rules. So Jake wins again.
Crazy.
Oh shit. Okay, wait. What the date? Should we do the date?
Oh,
Like
it didn't say the date. Hold on.
August.
It just said
What
August.
number? I'm gonna say 17.
I'm going to say 3rd.
Ooh,
Hold on, I gotta look because it's not telling me right away.
suspense is killing us.
Yeah, so he first appeared in Marvel Spotlight number 5. It says August 72 release date. Let's see.
Oh, Anthony's like, he has like the back computer right now.
Yeah.
He's just multiple.
It really
windows.
doesn't.
Oh,
It doesn't really say. It's gonna just say August 1st, but I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe comics were. Oh, okay, wait, no, there is a date. Okay, I got a date.
Oh shit!
Okay, so what are the guesses?
I said
The date.
17th.
I said 3rd.
Cody wins. It's the 10th, August 10th, 1972.
Nice.
Wait, how does Cody win? We're both 7
Price
away.
is right rules, baby.
Oh,
Price is Right
Price
rules.
is-
Yeah, so you run the first 2, and then I run
Yeah.
the 3rd.
I like how we were still though pretty even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Nice.
Literally 7 days opposite direction.
Yeah.
You guys know. You got the
Cody
Ghost
and I
Rider.
have true Aries connection.
You guys really do.
It's why when we get together, we're an unstoppable force.
Yeah, and I wouldn't believe that except that's the truth. And then you guys instantly connected with Kurt, and Kurt's an Aries too. So
Dude,
you just guys
I
have that
felt
energy.
Kurt's Aries. It like splooged all over me. I was like, oh god, Kurt.
You're allowed to say that in the Patreon. He's not paying for it. You can say whatever you want about Kurt in the Patreon.
We already said whatever we want about Kurt. I'm not ashamed
That's true,
of my
yeah.
feelings for Kurt. You kidding?
Hey, only one dark secret.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no secret. Okay. I wave that shit proudly.
So the only thing I didn't like about Vermin is that it took
Oh,
Cap and Spider-Man both to beat him.
Yeah, fuck that little bitch.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that dude is that much of a threat.
He seems like it, yeah. I mean, rats are resilient. I don't know. They fight him in the sewer, and even Spider-Man's like, "Oh, this is fucking gross."
Dude, and they
Like,
carry
it's-
the Black Plague. They can probably like just get like sick.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
like
poison
Cody said,
damage.
poison damage. Yeah, you don't fuck with vermin.
Fuck Vermin. I hate
Yeah.
it. Dude, also Mary Jane was like
So hot.
Very hot. This is like how she's always drawn so hot, but like she's like a model in this, and then like showing up to people's houses like 2 a.m, like I gotta go. And it's like, bitch, like you just knocked on my door as I was about to go to sleep, and then won't tell me what's wrong.
No, I like that she spent like half of this run just like kicking her feet in the bed, being like, "Oh, Peter,
yeah, he might be dead."
Yeah,
That's well. I thought it was cool. Like when she first sees Craven in the spider costume, she knows it's not Peter. She's like, that's not Peter. Something's up with that Spider-Man. Like she knows. And then I thought it was cool that that's the only reason Peter gets out of the grave. Like he's thinking about Mary Jane. Like even that final, like I love that page where you see him like reach out of the grave in the black suit and he's like, Mary Jane.
Yeah.
You know, like that's because he's going through some shit. Like when we see him in his visions, he's like naked and afraid in like this white void. And he just sees Hobgoblin's face melting. Like he just sees the most fucked up shit. Like having a really bad trip.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
Like a 2-week long acid trip.
I can't imagine. Oh my God, I cannot. My brain would snap.
I think most people's woods, but Spider-Man, like.
Yeah, no wonder it's hard to read what he's saying.
That's true.
Yeah.
True, actually. You might be right. That might actually be why
seriously.
when he's fighting it, he just got out of the grave. He's been drugged.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. He's probably still like the effects is wearing off and he's like tripping.
And Mary Jane points that out to him. He's like, I need to go fight Vermin. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, you just like
got back.
Yeah.
He's like, no. He's like, dude, he was like tweaking, honestly.
Yeah. Tweaker man.
Yeah.
Tweaker man.
Oh, shit.
Vermin also gave me like Half-Life vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like Half-Life better.
Yeah.
Half-Life versus Vermin.
Half-Life versus Vermin. Oh, shit. What are like Vermin's powers, though? He controls rats.
He's like rat. He's literally Rat Man.
Yeah, he literally, he's like
just
rat catcher.
Yeah.
But he's
actually
he's
like,
also like
actual
strong.
Rat. Yeah, no, he's actual. Like,
yeah.
He's like man bat, but with man rat. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because if you're going toe to toe with Spider-Man, he's still Spider-Man's strong. Like he's not the Hulk, but
Yeah,
he's
but he is pretty fucking
Yeah,
strong.
but Vermin was clearly a beast.
yeah. And the way Spider-Man really had to beat him was to be like,
To
look,
trick him.
dude, like I'm not trying. Well, he wasn't really tricking him, but he's like, I'm not trying to hurt you. And he's like, you're not.
Like, he literally says, he's like, I'm going to get you help whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
And then he dips.
Right. But I love that about Spider-Man. And it's true, though, because he is going to try to get him help. Even the police are like, I don't know. No one else would do that. Spider-Man, you know, when they find Vermin, I guess, at the end, or they point out, oh, Spider-Man, he look, after all that, he's still trying to help this thing.
Yeah.
That's why I love Spidey. He's a fake character, but I love those ideals, you know?
Doing the right thing.
Help even the most fucked up.
Doing the right thing. You know what the right thing wouldn't be?
What?
What?
Snitching to Spider-Man.
Exactly. Thank you. Period.
Even if Vermin was attacking someone on the street, I wouldn't be like, hey, Spidey, you know, go get that guy. I would still be a snitch.
Yeah.
He won in the... What?
ACAB includes Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Wow, no,
agree.
I refuse to
Dude,
accept that.
bullshit.
No way.
Spider-Man literally helps like Captain Stacy, all these fucking cops, man. He
But
directly
he
has a
doesn't
hand
believe in their
helping.
ideals.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he's no, come on. I would
No,
actually
no.
argue that for Spider-Man, where you're right. He does help the cops a lot, but he's not pro-cop because the cops aren't necessarily on his side.
He's not pro cop.
Gwen Stacy's father, that's Gwen Stacy's father. I think that's a different story. That's his girl's father, you know? Like, he's like, you get a pass because, and I get what you're saying, but I think maybe it depends on the writer. I feel like in the video game,
And then
Spider-Man
Miles
is really
Morales'
pro-cop.
dad is also a cop. Like,
Yeah,
there's a
no,
lot of
that's what I'm saying,
propaganda
like-
in Spider-Man.
Certain ways you could write him, there's definitely propaganda, but I don't know. Like, I feel like classic Spidey definitely is just like working alongside the cops, but it's kind of like how Gordon helps Batman. But
Miss Marvel.
I don't know. I would give Spidey a pass, is what I'm saying. I don't believe it's true propaganda. Like he's not. You know what I'm saying? He's not like, oh, the police are doing the right thing. He's like, I'm doing the right thing. I just need your help, guys.
You know who also thought he was doing the right thing? Kyle Rittenhouse.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
So that's all I'll say. I have a whole new outlook on. Seriously, this is like kind of changing my view of Spidey. This might even affect the score. I don't know.
Ooh.
That
Ooh. See, it's not going to affect the score for me because even though I do fully believe that Spidey's pro cop, I also this is a Craven story, and this is the coolest Craven story.
easily.
This is like the first time I've seen, like, don't get me wrong, he was cool in the show, but even in the show, he wasn't this much of a threat.
No, like without this story, Craven doesn't have any really strong Spider-Man stuff that would make me go like, oh yeah, don't fuck with Craven. Like he's just like any other member of the Sinister Six. Like he's no Doc Ock, he's no Green Goblin. That's for sure. No Venom. You know, he doesn't rank up there. Ooh, that's a good one. Do we know our favorite Spidey villains?
Ooh. Yes.
Or at least our top three?
Top three.
Ooh, I like top three.
Okay.
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 Let me think about that first. Yeah, I just want to think about it for 1 second. If I think about it, I mean, I'm going to hit the bong. So I'll be back in one
hitting
second.
the bong skis.
It's got to be. It's Patreon. It's also
It's Patreon,
10:08
baby.
on a whatever. I need to smoke.
Cody, do you know your top three? You got what it
I'm
takes?
still thinking in my nog.
Top three. I have always liked Hobgoblin, so he's going up there for me. I like his design. I like his suit.
Yeah, even though he's not had any sort of exposure in film, in the shows, Hobgoblin was always scarier.
Dude, the
than
cartoon,
Green Goblin.
yeah, he was definitely scarier than the Green Goblin. He was crazier.
Yeah, he was more of a threat.
Yeah.
Green Goblin's cool, for sure. And I like Norman more as a villain than I like any of the Green Goblins as like people. But the Hobgoblin, design-wise and personality-wise, way tougher.
Yeah.
Way spookier.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear this.
Okay. Number 3 is Venom.
Nice.
Okay.
Because Venom's just cool. If you don't think Venom is cool, I don't know. There's something wrong with the cool part of your brain. Like Venom's just cool. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. He hasn't been done justice in the movies yet, but I always enjoy Venom's story. Whether they're teaming up or fighting, Venom's just cool. Doc Ock would be my number 2. They just have an interesting dynamic. I love the way it plays out in the video game.
That shit is fire.
That really makes the video game for me. I love Superior Spider-Man. I just love Doc Ock, but number 1 would be Green Goblin for me. Like he's just badass. He's just fucked up Peter's life the most. And like it's just Green Goblin.
Is it him who kills Gwen?
Yep, he drops her. Well, you could argue Peter killed Gwen, but yeah, Green Goblin definitely dropped her off the bridge.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's pretty much why he gets number 1 villain in my book. Just like that's so dirty. Like no one else really does that. Like,
that's a fair list. I would almost agree with pretty much all of that.
Nice.
Some of my list is going off of like strictly visually.
That's cool. Yeah.
For the most part. And so just like who, like I remember as a kid standing out for me and me liking to this day. So number 3, shit. Fuck. I lost my third one. I guess number 3 I would put as Carnage.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
See, as a kid,
Yeah.
sorry.
No. I used to have this big toy of Carnage, so that played a role in me.
As a
Nice.
kid, I liked Carnage more than Venom, actually. I thought he was cooler, but I also like didn't know the story.
I didn't know the story either. I'm like a lot of this is strictly like visual.
Carnage is basically just West Virginia Venom.
I love that.
That's
Actually,
awesome. Carnage is
I'm gonna tweet that from the account.
Go do it.
That's awesome.
People are gonna be like, "No, he's from Texas or something." Like, no,
Yeah.
Now we're changing it right here, right now.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah. So, okay, Carnage. Fuck, who's my second? Because I know who my first is. I guess Carnage, probably Venom, and Hobgoblin.
Ooh, Hobgoblin's your
Or, I'm
number
sorry,
1.
not
Nice.
Venom.
Okay.
Okay, Carnage, Shocker, Hobgoblin. I always liked Shocker as a
nice.
kid, especially from the cartoon.
Nice.
And I like his costume.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You actually see, like, I always like Shocker's a joke, so I was like, oh,
I don't
fucking
know.
Shocker. But
As
you
a,
actually
as a kid, and like I like Shocker. I like that he was in Homecoming. I'd like to see more of like a full suited Shocker.
yeah, I do want to see that too. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I like that list a lot, actually.
So mine, I'm going to do an honorable mention because I think this guy deserves a shout out. Honorable
Okay.
mention to Rhino.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, okay.
I used to have the sickest Rhino.
Rhino.
toy.
I had a cool Rhino toy
Me
growing
too.
up,
Yeah.
and I
Did his
really-
head pop? Was it that one?
If you like
His head could
squeeze
pop
his
up a little?
legs, his head would go up like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I might
had,
still
like-
have that somewhere.
I think I probably do in New York, honestly.
Nice.
So Rhino, honorable mention. Also loved Rhino in the cartoon.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like the Rhino. It's just like a big dumb. Oh.
Yeah.
Not
If
Paul
I was a
Giamatti,
Spider-Man
but-
villain, I would probably be the Rhino.
Ooh, yeah, I can see you being
Ooh.
Rhino.
Who would you guys be as Spider-Man villains?
As a villain.
As a villain, that's true. I always pretty much put Anthony as Spider-Man.
I would put Jake as probably Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin. I'd be Hobgoblin. That's fine with me.
I could see Jake on a glider.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Jake.
throwing pumpkin bombs at you. Ow, am I?
And Anthony, honestly, I think I'd probably give you like Electro.
I like that. Okay. Does he pop up in this? No. No, he doesn't pop up in this in Craven's Last Hunt.
Okay, so my 3 favorite spider characters or villains.
Wait, who would Cody be as a villain? Did we say that already? Oh,
Rhino.
Yeah,
Oh, Rhino. I thought Rhino's a really good one.
yeah.
I think for me too, just like I would run headfirst through a wall, you know?
Yeah.
But even Rhino, like, definitely in recent years, they've done this with a lot of villains. Sandman's kind of like this, where he's rehabilitated. Like, yeah, he still does villain shit, but he's not like killing people.
Yeah.
He's just trying to like help out his kid, let's say. So like, I feel like you could definitely
Okay.
cast Cody as the Rhino, cast Jake as
shit.
Hobgoblin. You can't take Jamie Foxx away from the role of Electro.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you can be
With the white
Shocker then.
guy.
I would give Anthony almost Harry Osborn
Harry Osborn. Huh.
turned Green Goblin.
Turned Green Goblin. Okay.
You have a very narrow face, very angular face. If you were to paint it green and put pointy ears on it, I think you could look very Green Goblin-y.
What about like
Nice.
you don't think I could pull off like Cletus Cassidy? Like a skinny,
Ooh, yeah, you could
a
pull off
skinny
Cletus
ginger,
Cassidy, too. Pretty much any of the skinny villains.
skinny villains galore in Spider-Man.
That's true. There are a lot of most of his villains. I would say.
Vulture, I could be
Ooh,
Vulture,
dude, you know
young
what'd be
Vulture.
cool cosplay for like Halloween costume for you is Spider-Verse Spot.
Ooh,
I think
I
that-
could do Spot.
Yeah, that'd be a cool costume.
I like Spot. I mean, I don't like him as like, I really think he's like annoying. Like if I visually picture trying to fight this dude, like I would be so pissed off because anytime you hit him, your hand goes through him
Yeah.
into like somewhere else.
You know a villain I loved, but I've only seen in the cartoon?
What?
The that dude that turns to water.
Hydro Man.
Oh,
Hydro
Hydro
Man.
Man.
Hydro
Dude,
Man
I
is
loved
cool.
Hydro Man.
He annoyed me too, yeah.
I liked Hydro Man more than
Dude,
Sandman.
or there was also Molten Man in the comics.
Oh yeah, Molten Man.
Molten
No, when
was
I
it-
say annoying, I don't think I'm not saying I don't like these villains, but like Spider-Man always has a hard time fighting them. You know, I remember the animated series Hydro Man would like kidnap Mary Jane all the time. She was like her ex-boyfriend or something like that. In the animated series, I don't know if that's a real thing. Fuck. Now I feel like we should have. How about this? I guess we get 2 picks each, right? Let's draft a Sinister Six.
Ooh.
The Comics and Chronic Sinister Six. But wait, Cody has to give the rest of his list.
Okay,
Cody,
I'm
give
gonna
your list.
go top 3. I'm gonna go in 3, the Lizard.
Ooh.
I always liked him. What's his name again?
Kirk
Dr.
Connors.
Yeah,
Kirk
Connors. Yeah, I always liked him. I've always just like been a fan of like the tragic character. You know what I mean?
So
Kirk-
deep.
Shut up. No, I just felt like I feel like if I were to be a villain, I would definitely be like a
A
villain. who-
tragic figure.
yeah, you know what I mean. I don't think I would just be like an outright psychopath like you, Jake.
Damn. So you really think I would be the Hobgoblin, huh?
Yeah, Jake's definitely the hobgoblin.
Causing Trouble, just two.
Okay. So 3, the lizard.
But wait, there's a hobgoblin. The one Ned Leeds hobgoblin. His hobgoblin is more like he teams up with Wilson Fisk's son, the Rose. He's this dude in a purple mask and a white suit.
I know who he is.
And what they do is actually terrorize the like New York underworld of criminals to get rid of them, so that Ned Leeds actually has good news stories to report.
Nice.
So he's less like trying to really fuck with people and to just get a good news story. I thought that was cool. I didn't know that about Ned Leeds.
That's crazy.
Until I read like, the bigger Craven's Last Hunt. It's not part of this story, but I just wanted to throw that in there. I thought that was cool.
So in 3 is the lizard.
Yeah.
2 is Venom.
Okay. So everyone's got Venom on their list.
1. Do you?
Oh no, I changed it.
Yeah,
out
you
for
changed
Shocker.
it.
Sorry, but
1
still, I
is
do like Venom.
Kingpin.
Honorable mention Venom. Obviously, he's cool. Who's your first one?
Kingpin.
Kingpin. Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's true.
Wilson
Kingpin is
Fisk.
cool.
Always loved him, man.
Always shout out to the goat.
Yep.
Dude, and I love the art design. Don't get me wrong. I loved him as Michael Clark Duncan was a great
Kingpin.
Kingpin.
Yeah, and Daredevil.
I love the animated design of him in the 90s cartoon and in Spider-Verse.
The Spider-Verse one was funny.
I love
that
that. Like
was
he's just a regular dude, but he's a powerhouse.
He's a powerhouse
Yeah.
of a human.
yeah,
Dude, in Spider-Man the game, remember that the first fight, Anthony's with Kingpin, and dude, you guys
Yeah.
are crashing through floors. Kingpin's just
Yeah.
a normal human, but like he's
Yeah.
such a beast.
It's actually kind of hard for a beginning level. I heard a lot of people talk about that. Like it's hard to get past that part.
Oh, I got
I mean, I
past
died the first time,
I liked it. It was fun.
but I always think it's hilarious. Not hilarious, but like he could take punches and shit from Spider-Man and other
Dude, you
superpowered
could throw
people.
a car at Kingpin and he'd be fine.
Yeah, and the way they explain it is just like he just like works out a lot. Like
No,
he's
he's
just
super
like strong.
He's like a beast in mind and body.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
That's a
Kingpin's
great
cool.
list.
And I remember that like one of the 90s cartoons, he's like, I'm like 300 some odd pounds and it's all muscle or something like that. And he like just starts squeezing the shit out of Spider-Man or something.
Crazy strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine hugging Spider-Man so hard that it hurts. You know?
Dude, I like Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin too.
Yeah. I think Kingpin's honestly
He's incredible.
He's
He's
definitely
awesome.
my favorite Spider villain. Like
He
no
is a good,
question.
he is a good villain for sure.
I think there's no doubt we're going to see him go up against MCU Spider-Man. Like,
That'd be
if they don't, that's such a wasted opportunity at this point. Like, that's what I'm really thinking like they're going to be making at least another trilogy. They got to focus it on street level stuff, and they got to just keep mining the well. Because Spider-Man, like reading this is just like, fuck, Spider-Man has great backstory. There's so many years and so many good characters and plots to like take from. Like,
Yeah.
they shouldn't miss. Sony shouldn't miss. Like I don't know why it's so hard to make good Spider-Man movies. I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't need to do No Way Home is what I'm saying to have a good Spider-Man movie. You just
There's
don't need
honestly
that.
like
You can just keep
No
him
way.
in New York. The
Yeah.
best parts of Homecoming is when he's like even when those two dudes are like, hey, do a flip, and like when it's like New York shit, or like when Stan
Yeah,
Lee
I
and everyone
love those
pops their
parts.
head out the building. They're
Yeah.
like, get out of here, you fucking spider! And like,
my favorite
Yeah.
Spider stories.
I want
are
to see your
all-
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, not your
Yeah,
intergalactic,
Fuck yeah.
multi-timeline, dimension traveling Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Like,
I want my
see
Spider. I like my Spider-Man where New York is a supporting actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
facts.
hmm
Like New York is to Spider-Man what Gotham is to Batman.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And even more so in the sense that like the people love Spider-Man.
Exactly.
The people of New York love Spider-Man.
Yeah, all the bootlickers love Spider-Man.
See, that's another thing. J. Jonah Jameson is on 100% a bootlicker, and he's Spider-Man's mortal enemy. You know.
I think I would love to play J. Jonah Jameson in a movie.
Mm.
I think it'd be fun.
That'd be great. I still, and maybe this should be a Patreon exclusive, but I think we should try some voiceover stuff. Like, there's so many characters that we could try out.
Like pick movie clips and do voiceovers of it, or what?
I mean, like, no, like you're saying you want to be like J. Jonah Jameson. Like we do like a panel that has like J. Jonah Jameson and Spidey and Rhino. You know what I'm saying? Like those kind of things could be fun.
That'd be cool. I get it. Yeah.
shoot our
Okay.
shot too for
Even
actual
if
jobs.
it's just like a tiny scene, you know what I mean?
That's what I mean, like just something small.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do this draft.
Oh yeah, the draft. So the
This-
Comics and
Comics
Chronics Sinister Six.
Yeah.
And we each get 2.
Yeah.
We each get 2 picks. So we'll
Let's
go one,
let's go
one, one.
around.
Yeah. Well,
in the draft.
you go first since you won, or you won the Price is Right
Cody won
Ghost
the
Rider
Price is Right.
Challenge.
Oh, I did. Or me.
Yeah,
Cody
you did. You beat me out barely, but you did.
All right. Let's
You
see.
get first pick for our Sinister Six.
Sinister Six. I'm gonna go with Carnage.
Damn.
Ooh,
Wild.
damn, fucking people up.
Anthony, or is it me?
You.
You could go next.
Okay, I'll go Rhino. I'm sticking with my.
Sticking
Ooh,
with your gut.
Yeah, I love Rhino, and he deserves it, man. Especially like you, he's the brute of the team. You know.
Yeah.
So we got a psychopath, a brute.
Well,
I'm gonna throw.
Okay, sorry.
Go go.
Okay, my thought process behind Carnage is I think the crazier the team, actually, the better chance you have of beating Spider-Man. For one, with Carnage and Venom symbiote, his spider sense doesn't go off. It can't sense it, so you can fuck with Spider-Man like that. That was my logic.
That's no. I think it's cool. No, I think this is cool
You gotta
because
get
Carnage.
strategic.
This is our Sinister Six. It might not be the traditional Sinister
No,
Six.
yeah, I'm not going. I'm like actually strategizing on how to beat Spider-Man.
Yeah. I'm throwing in for sure because you always need the brains and you always need kind of like I always feel like he's the leader of the Sinister Six, Doc Ock. Like
I respect
Okay.
it.
Doc Ock, I feel like has to hold it together or try to hold it together
Okay, so
if you want the plan to work.
let's do this draft snake style. Anthony again, then me, and then
yeah.
Jake closes it out.
Okay. And then I want to add you know what? Because of Spider-Verse and because I think he could do some damage, Spot. Let's throw Spot on there.
Crazy.
Made you respect Spot. I agree.
Okay, and for mine, I think I'll throw on just because we're getting wild in here. I'm gonna throw on fucking God. There's so many good ones. I'm trying to pick like, you know what? Fuck it, because of this episode, Craven the Hunter.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice strategy.
Damn, that's a wild card. Damn, Craven the Hunter. Okay. And I get the last one.
Yeah, bring it home, bring it strong.
And this is once again from a strategic standpoint. When I really think about all of them, I don't know. I guess I would say Electro.
Nice.
Okay.
I respect that.
Because electricity is no joke.
And he's actually got powers to use.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
I
dude.
choose
Yeah.
Carnage and Electro. Cody, you chose Rhino and Craven.
Yeah,
And Anthony, you chose Doc Ock
and
and
Spot.
And Spot.
Wild.
It's a pretty wild team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
For
I gotta
sure.
say, that's a wild squad right there.
You're
They
not
might-
fucking with that.
Yeah, they might be able to pull that off.
Dude.
And let's just say it's being bankrolled by Kingpin
Oh yeah, yeah.
because he
he's paying.
he makes money moves.
exactly money, 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 money.
Dude, whenever we do Flash, we should make our own rogues gallery, draft our own rogues gallery.
Oh, okay.
True, and I do love Flash's Rogues Gallery.
Yeah, he's got some good ones.
Flash
I feel
has
like I feel like Flash DC wise has a comparable rogues gallery to Spider-Man.
Agreed,
I
yeah.
agree with that.
Like
Yep.
similar energies with a lot of them. too.
Definitely similar energy, very
Yeah.
colorful and very like, haha, I'm, Mirror Master, and I'm Captain.
he's a dope
Code.
villain. And Mirror Master actually, I guess, is kind of like
Mirror
Spot.
Master's fucking crazy. In New 52 Flash, I didn't realize like this dude's nuts and powerful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And if you get trapped there, you're
he
fucked.
can trap you in these fucking weird dimensions.
I think I do want to say I don't think Spider-Man's beating our squad.
I don't think
Yeah,
so
no, we
either,
figured out how to
honestly.
beat Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think we did.
I'm telling him. I'm snitching.
You want to know who I almost picked,
Who?
but I changed my mind last minute? I almost picked Black Cat.
Black Cat. What a waste.
Maybe
Maybe.
I mean,
He doesn't count as a conventional villain, though. I was gonna say Taskmaster.
Mm.
He's not like a real
Yeah,
Spider-Man villain.
Yeah, he's not strictly Spider-Man, but they've definitely fought. And then Black Cat, like I kind of like that because like she's not strictly a villain, but if she was on the squad, like Spider-Man might be thinking the same thing, like, oh, she wouldn't fuck with me like that. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because she's not, and they've like had flames in the past. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so but that's why I wasn't confident in it, and that's why I switched to Craven at the last minute.
Yeah, no, we got a good squad.
So speaking of Craven, who would you guys cast in a live-action version of Craven's Last Hunt?
I don't mind Aaron Taylor Johnson, especially after seeing Bullet Train.
Yeah, you know what? I liked Bullet Train.
Bullet Train ruled.
It was fun.
Really?
Yeah,
It was good.
dude. I watched it on Netflix, and it was. I was like, "Oh, this
So
is a funny
fun.
movie." Yeah, it was a fun movie.
It's a blast.
I agree. I saw the trailers, and I was like, "This looks dumb as shit."
Yeah, you know
And
what?
then one night I
reminds
put
me
it on.
of?
I was like, "Oh, this movie's funny
All of
as
those
shit."
like action crime movies of the like mid to late 2000s, like Smoking Aces and stuff
yeah,
like that.
Smoking Aces. It was like that.
Yeah,
It was very stylized, but I dug it.
yeah, it was cool as fuck.
It was cool. It was cool. Everything about it was dope.
Yeah.
I really
So how many
liked
Pesci's?
Aaron Taylor Johnson and Brian Henry. Shit,
Brian Tyree Henry.
Yeah, Brian Tyree Henry.
Brian Tyree Henry. Their duo was cool.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Jake, Rapid Fire Bullet Train. I'm giving it a 6.
Rapid Fire Bullet Train 6.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
It was great.
Nice.
it was great. It really,
I would watch it again
Yeah.
gladly.
Yeah, I agree. I was surprised, like truly. I had seen trailers for it in actual movie theaters, and I was like, I'm not going to go pay and see this movie. And then when I watched it, I was like, oh, this movie's good.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I should have went and gone and see it. Yeah,
Okay.
So-
Nice.
So,
Well,
Bullet Train, recommend it.
I
Okay,
think
wait.
we should. Ooh.
So sorry, wrap it up. What were we gonna say?
I was just gonna say get to the real Pesci Nexus.
Oh, you want to get to the
Oh.
true Pesci Nexus? No live casting.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I just was high and forgot about it.
someone that isn't Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, because remember he's older and dying in this.
Okay.
I would say, come on, guys, Stephen Lang, old Craven the Hunter.
He's not,
It would
honestly, I
work.
want my Craven a little bigger.
Stephen Lang is a big dude.
I want somebody bigger than that.
Batista as Craven.
No, I was thinking honestly.
You guys actually
more-
disagree with Stephen Lang as
No, I don't
Oh,
disagree with
shit.
that.
Oh.
Like, but I do agree that he could be bigger,
Okay,
Okay.
for
like
me,
size bigger.
For me,
yeah.
the guy I was thinking is the guy who played the comedian in Negan.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah,
I like
he
that
would
a
work,
lot.
actually.
Visually,
That actor is going to be in the new season of The Boys
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, when does that come out?
pretty
This
soon.
year, yeah.
I think. Yeah,
Okay.
which I'm
Excited
hyped
for that.
Yeah, I'm super
Yeah.
excited for that.
Oh man, there's so much cool stuff happening.
I know, right? We can't keep up with it. It's so.
I'm glad if
much.
it's more like non MCU stuff that's good. You know, like
Yeah.
MCU has been slacking. Where we don't see a
Slack
bright light
job.
ahead.
All right, so
So that dude, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, is Craven. Spider Man, I don't care. You can honestly do Toby again.
Toby.
Yeah, Toby.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, Spider Man. I you know, I would. Vermin. Andy Serkis.
That's not bad. I mean, yeah.
That's all I
That's
could think. Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Like, who
that
else? Because he's either going to be completely CGI if they actually did him, or if they really want like Werewolf by Night route,
Ooh, that'd be
like I
sick.
think that would work.
Werewolf by Night was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about it today. I was like, damn, I want to rewatch that. It wasn't bad
Why
at
can't
all.
you do more cool
I
stuff.
wouldn't mind little more like 1 hour vignettes like of that, you know?
Yeah. I hope they're focusing on that because we got a few and now it seems like that's that. But because I haven't heard news of other ones, but that has the most potential, you know?
Yeah.
Secret Invasion actually starts like next week.
I'm not hyped for it.
I don't even give a
gosh.
shit about it.
Yeah,
I-
I'm gonna watch it, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's
yeah,
official.
I'll watch the first episode and decide my hype. Like there's no hype, but I like the premise. I like who's attached to it. I like that it's not like all the heroes. It's just Nick Fury and the Shield shit, which has been good, you know. Not the Shield show. I never watched that, but Sam Jackson coming back is cool, you know. It feels like more classic MCU.
I've been let down so hard.
Yeah,
By
we all have.
Post Endgame.
MCU's giving us the Snyderverse vibes.
I'm not hyped until I walk out of that movie theater and I say whether it's a good or bad movie.
Yeah,
That's
like
fair.
Guardians.
Like
Guardians was great.
I was more hyped for once I had seen it, not you know. Going
Yeah.
into it, I was like, whatever.
Yeah, who cares, Marvel? Who cares? Nobody cares about you anymore.
So save the hype for if the show actually is good, and then we're like approaching the finale, and then we're like, I really want it to be that kind of show. Like it was cool during the pandemic where we were looking forward to WandaVision and shit like that. You know, I love that. That was fun. That was just fun. You know,
It was
like
and
theories
you know what
and
Marvel
shit.
did? They took that fun, that childlike adornment we have, and they fucking crushed it.
Squeezed every last penny out of it.
Yeah,
They
like
did.
an orange.
But Secret Invasion does have the potential to be the kind of show where we could talk, like, not on the, I just mean like that. I would want to talk about week to week in the sense that I hope, like, it's like, oh, like texting, like, did you see it yet? Did you see it yet? I want it to be
Yeah.
good. I'm hoping it's good, but yeah, the hype isn't there. So that's how I feel about it.
More excited about most things.
I'm more excited
You mean
about
like
what I'm
anything
gonna-
else?
Yeah.
Like
I'm more excited about what I'm
Oppenheimer,
gonna eat
Barbie.
for dinner. Oppenheimer
Oh.
actually.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Oppenheimer and Barbie.
Yeah, that's what I'm
we'll
saying.
see
I
Barbie.
plan on seeing both in theaters for
I'm gonna
sure.
see Oppenheimer in IMAX, bro.
Mm.
That mile long
Heim?
footage.
Gonna go get that Jaime?
That no, what that IMAX? Did you call it that Jaime?
Yeah,
The Oppenheimer.
Oh, the Oppenheimer. For some reason, I was
Jaime.
thinking Hyman, and I was like, what?
You're not gonna have one when Oppenheimer's done.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's. You're not gonna have one.
That's insane.
That's great,
Well,
dude.
I think
I think we're
made
approaching that point.
Okay, I'll
going?
jump in if you guys would
The
like.
Joe Pesci Nexus.
fuck you.
was that Vernon?
It almost sounded like Mr. McSpidlick for some reason.
Joe Pesci as Mr. McSpidlick. Yes.
That's ideal casting.
Joe Pesci as Vermin too. Yes.
Joe Pesci.
Only if they
Spider-Man coming down to the fucking sewers.
I like
the dark.
Made him sound like a Fraggle Rock character with that voice.
Macaulay Culkin as Black Suit Spider-Man. And Daniel Stern as Craven the Hunter. So we get the Home Alone crew back together.
Daniel Stern as Craven the Hunter.
Oh my god.
He's old. He can do the goatee. It's all about the goatee. Like you need the goatee to be
unless he had
Craven.
a
Elijah
mustache.
Wood as Harry
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Osborn.
Ooh.
And I'm speaking from The Good Son, which Anthony, I know you have not seen. So
No, I haven't seen The Good Son.
Oh,
I've seen some of it actually.
Cody, I know you've seen it, right?
Oh yeah,
Dude, that movie used to like scare the shit out of me.
yeah, it was awesome.
That movie is what made me truly afraid to walk across frozen like lakes and ponds and ice
Yeah,
because he kills a kid, just lets him fall through the ice and
Drown.
Oh, shit.
drown. Yeah,
yeah.
Macaulay Culkin.
Cody's favorite thing.
Yeah. All right, Cody, what are you giving it?
5.6.
5.6. Fair.
Ooh.
I really loved it. I loved it a lot. There were like things that weren't, perfect, but I do think this is a fantastic Spider-Man story. And if you've not read Spider-Man, maybe not the best to read. If you've never read anything Spider-Man, but it's definitely like one of those things that like deepens the lore, adds nuance to probably previously dull characters. You know what I mean? It's a great story.
Nice.
Interesting, you guys. Very interesting.
What are you giving it, Jake?
So,
Because again, it was both your times first. It was your first time reading it. So
exactly. I like it more now that we've talked about it. If truth be told,
nice.
I came in here with, I'm sure what you guys would call a low score, but I don't. I was being fair. But I'm going to bump it up now. And it's still probably not going to be what you guys expect. I'm going to give it like a 4.9, 4.8.
Nice.
That area.
Wow.
I honestly thought you were kind of, for some reason, when you said you added lower score, I thought you were going to come in with like a 4.5.
I was going to come in with a 4 or 5.
Oh,
Wow.
nice. See, I thought for some reason, I thought the bump was going to be more significant. In my mind, I thought you were going from 4.5 to like 5.2.
No,
That's
I can't.
when you, yeah.
This is a very critical mathematical take on it. But yeah, because honestly, like when I finished it, I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like I literally said to myself, I was like, well, it was cool. It wasn't bussing though.
Oh, I thought it was bussin'. If I'm
See, I
being
didn't think it was
honest.
bussing.
I thought it was bussin'. I loved Craven.
I also read it on my phone,
Uh,
and I feel like no, yeah, I'll give it a 4.8. I did like it. I just wasn't like it wasn't that perfect for me. I didn't finish reading it getting too excited, but I don't think it's bad. Like
I think the commies are definitely coming for your head for this one, Jake.
I don't think so.
This is a 6 comic. This is a classic Spider-Man comic. Everyone listening should read it. I don't think Jake
You're
and Cody
giving it
are
a
saying
6?
anything negative about it. Yeah, I'm giving it a 6 for sure.
see,
I don't take
disagree.
that
I
as.
don't know if I'd call it a quintessential read for me.
Oh, it's definitely as a Spider-Man fan and reader, this is like there's some Spider-Man stories that straight up suck and are skippable. I think this is important, like Cody was saying, to his lore and it's just a good standalone story. I don't know, like it's not really tied to much of
It is a good
anything else.
standalone.
So so you could like pick it up and read it. I think the art's amazing. I guess the art alone I would give a 6. I love the writing. I don't know. I like Spider-Man can be written very poorly. Like see the newer Spider-Man run that a lot of people don't like. And I don't know. He's Zeb Wells. I don't hate it, but he's doing some stupid shit that most people just don't like. And I just it's not the best stuff. But this Spider-Man, it's like black suit Spider-Man. He's married to Mary Jane. He's a little more vicious, I want to say. He's not necessarily holding back his punches in this one. So if you want a little bit of a darker story, a darker Spider-Man, a little bit something more mature, it's a great one. It's not necessarily like he's not quipping and making jokes. It's not that Spider-Man at all.
The only
actually.
time he does that, he scolds himself.
Yeah, he's like, no, Peter, like... I think it's a good characterization of Peter Parker. I just love it. I just have to give it a 6. I'm the Spider-Man fanboy.
I respect the 6, and
I
don't.
I really think it's a classic. I think it's up there with plenty of other classic comics.
Like in your top 10?
In my, maybe it might very well be. At least in my, I would say top 25. And not on the low end.
Oh, well, yeah.
I don't mean to that was a weird way to answer the question. I can't think of my top 10, but I love this comic.
Dude, one day we should actually come in prepared with our
I feel
top
like
10
we've done it.
comics. No, we've done like top 5 DC comics or top 5 Batman comics, but we've never done top 10 of our favorite comics of all time.
Yeah, we should have a real list. Try to think about it so that we're not
I'm gonna write it down
something.
tonight.
Yeah, I need to think about a top 10 list. Because I think people would just like listening to that too. People have messaged us and said the same thing or similar things. So why not?
Dude,
why not, Cody?
Fuck yeah, Cody.
I'm here for it.
Why not?
I'm here for it.
Well,
okay, well, this is Patreon, so why don't we do another Joe Pesci real quick?
okay.
I gave a Dark Secret. What does that Dark Secret get?
Ooh.
Was it a
That's
good Dark
6.
Secret?
That's a good dark
A 6.
secret.
Oh,
a 6 Dark
that was
Secret.
a solid 6 easily.
Yeah, I thought it was a 6 too. So that's
That's a 666 for the dark secret. You gotta give the audience what they came for, which is the devil voice and the song.
Our bread and butter, if you will.
Dude,
Big
I'm gonna be honest. I know you guys wouldn't give my Dark Secret a 6, but I think it's a hilarious starting.
It is actually a hilarious start.
it is. I liked it.
The execution and everything was a 6.
Especially after talking about doing meth and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is that I feel like I've revealed a lot about myself on this pod that to reveal a dark
That's what
secret,
makes it even funnier,
I'm gonna
yeah.
have to dig really deeper.
Or just like be, you know.
Whatever comes to mind.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it until you mentioned the free weed, and then I'm like, oh yeah.
I got free weed from Cody once. Oh, hell yeah.
But once again, Patreon people, only for you, June 30th, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 Pacific, question mark, New Zealand. We're talking about Batman Returns. We're going to do a live Zoom smoke sesh, watch along. You're not going to be on camera unless you really want to. When we call you up, maybe. But it's chat. It's going to be a chill time. Bring the weed, have a drink, chill with us.
Yeah, I'll have a couple Millers.
Miller Lights,
Nice.
Miller High Lifes.
One of the two.
Fuck yeah.
And whatever beer you have, Bud Light, we support that.
Well, we appreciate you Patreon people.
We
Without
do.
you guys,
Yeah, seriously.
We'd probably still be doing the podcast, but it wouldn't be as fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right now, you're in a really exclusive club, and that's really awesome that you guys are doing this Patreon. This is only for you. No one else is hearing this episode.
This is like the
So if you want
Hellfire Club for our podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right now, our table is small, but
I'm Sebastian Shaw.
ooh,
I think one of you two is Emma Frost.
I'll take Emma.
Okay.
Yeah, Cody's gotta be Emma Frost.
I'll be Emma.
I don't know who else is in the Hellfire Club.
I don't
There's
know.
that other guy.
Mesmero or something. Mastermind. He's like a psychic.
Mastermind.
I don't
Azazel.
know. I don't. Azazel.
Yeah.
Oh, in the movie.
The movie.
Yeah,
you
Nightcrawler's
can
dead.
go with the movie one, yeah.
I'll be Azazel because I love Nightcrawler, so I'll
Okay,
be
there you go,
Azazel.
Azazel. Nice.
Azazel. He gets his ass kicked. He's a shitty Nightcrawler ripoff.
Yeah, fuck that dude. But yeah, thank you for your support, Patreon. We love it. We appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys to fuck yourselves
No.
because
I'm going
you're
to tell you
good
guys to
though.
fuck each
Not
other.
in this episode.
Go have some nice,
Go-
nasty, consensual sex.
yeah,
Mm.
and have a great night.
Yeah,
Thank
put us in the background. You know, like a little Barry White. Just put some Comics and Chronic in there.
you. Yeah,
It'll set the mood just
Nothing
right.
turns people on more than my laughter.
This is a scientific fact.
This is late night comics and chronic.
Yeah.
Did
once
I tell
hear
you
that-
about guys about the time that I played Comics and Chronic to upset my roommate while she was fucking?
No.
Wait, no. What? That sounds like a dark secret that you
Ooh,
should save.
I'll save it.
Oh, but you're damn it.
Say no. That's definitely dark secret material.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next month with another Patreon exclusive episode.
Pra, 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 pra.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics N Chronic. That's comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.